Hi and welcome to PlayStation Plus One. Today we are playing Blue Estate on the PlayStation 4. This is actually the demo of Blue Estate, which is surprisingly a light gun game, which is, for 2014, it's pretty surprising for us to see a light gun game. So I figured it was quite interesting for many reasons. So I figured let's give it a quick play. I have actually played it twice before, the demo, and so hopefully I should be able to kind of get through the demo. No guarantees, but I'll definitely give it a try. So when I first started this game, or first played it, I didn't know what type of game it was, didn't know anything about it. In terms of its release, it was kind of secretly just launched one day on the PlayStation 4 just to download it. To my knowledge, I don't think it's a retail game. But what's kind of surprising for me is that it's, like I said, it's a light gun game. And after initially playing it, based off its kind of initial control scheme, I instantly wanted to test if it used a PlayStation Move controller, as in the wand stick. It being a light gun game, I kind of hoped it could do that because it uses the PlayStation 4's light bar as a pointer. So you point the PlayStation 4 controller at the game, at the screen to shoot. And as you can see, it's got kind of gesture controls and swiping and stuff. As you can see visually, it's not bad. It's quite colourful. It's not amazing. It's not going to win any awards, but it's kind of reminds me of one of the early PlayStation 3 or actually early 360 games that were really shiny looking, which is good. That's all you need it to be, really, a shiny game, because it's a light gun game. So as you can see here, I'm just pointing to shoot. It's got a weird kind of humour to it. You can just see the character's hair just kind of flip down. And so, if you do actually get to play it, you can hear the character kind of talking, saying funny things and whatnot. So I kind of initially was saying how, I've forgotten how to reload, there we go. I was saying how after playing it, I really wanted to know if I can use the motion controller, or the pointer on the PlayStation Move, and that was because it's very kind of difficult to get used to using the PlayStation 4 as a kind of a
I'm out of bullets, huh?
The Twin Dragons' main attraction was their famous mermaid show, but their star girl, Princess Neptuna, had run off with what she hoped was a prince. Anyway, the club was open only to its armed employees while they auditioned a new girl, and the auditions were tanking.
we can. It's not letting us. There we go. Whether or not it will allow you to do that, that would be cool, because I think I definitely want to give the game a go. Because I feel that it's just not something I'm just used to, and I think it would definitely benefit from having that. And I think it's something that, in terms of unique selling points, whatever, or differentiators, as far as I'm aware, the game does not, or the Xbox One doesn't have a gun type game, and I actually, at the end of the PlayStation 3's kind of life cycle, decided to pick up a PlayStation Move, and it was really more just kind of for a family thing, or to kind of casually play with friends and girlfriends, whatever. It ended up being kind of like my console, where I kind of decided to pick up a whole load of old light gun games. So with that, I've kind of got like the old House of the Dead 3, House of the Dead 4, Overkill's on there. You've got Time Crisis, and some other ones. You've got like Dead Storm Pirates, that collection that comes with Raging Storm, Time Crisis, Raging Storm, or something. And speaking to Time Crisis anyway, you'll notice that in this section, it's got like a cover, which is pretty cool. You know, it's kind of nice change. Nice throwback to those type of games. So this part of the game, it kind of wants you to do kind of like a whack-a-mole thing. So it's kind of shooting the enemies in an order, and you kind of get extra points, as you can see there. So you can see there, it kind of slows down as well. So we're not doing too bad. Definitely better than the first couple of times. I think the key is to make sure you're reloaded. And one thing I was thinking about the first time I played this was that it kind of reminds me, and it was going back to the point I was making earlier about it looking very shiny like the early 360 games, was that it has this aesthetic very similar to a early Xbox 360 PS3 game. I think I want to say it was called Stranger's Wrath? No, not Stranger's Wrath. But it was the game that was based off the movie that had the Tequila Sunrise character, Chun Yun Fat. It reminds me of that game. Don't know why. Can't remember the name of that game. So far it's, you know, I don't want to review the game, but because it's not fair. It's a demo, and I don't really do the review thing. But the hit detection on the game is, I find slightly off, especially having played a lot of light gun games. You want to feel that the hit detection is kind of accurate, and you want to feel that if you shoot someone, like just then, I'm definitely sure that I shot the guy when he was running away. You definitely want to feel that if you shoot them at least in the leg, that they kind of react to that, even if it doesn't kill them, that they at least kind of stumble back or something. And that's slightly not there, unfortunately. Let's slow it down a bit. And so that, I think, probably could be improved. So here we go again. Okay, and what you can also do, what's very, very useful, is if you tap L1, if you tap L1, that resets your cursor, because as you move, because the developer known full well that people aren't used to pointing their controller at the screen, the reticle becomes slightly off, so you need to tap L1 to reset it. Now we've just got shotgun, which is nice. However, you do have to reload. So you've got to make sure you hold the L2 button if you want to reload as much as possible. There we go. So I've just changed back to the shotgun because I don't want to waste it. Back to the handgun. Sorry, excuse me.
Sign, huh? Yeah, you'd actually have to clean this place to get it. Ah, Madonna mia!
Okay, so a very weird mechanic here introduced, which is about swiping.
Ah, Christ. Ain't you heard of a courtesy flush? What are you looking at?
Which would have been useful. Yep, so we'll swipe it to pick that up. Anyone who's played light gun games before knows that you really want to shoot, obviously for the head, but whenever you can, you have always this urge to want to shoot the barrels and stuff, because there might be something in the barrel. You never know. Always a staple of something like
What's your deal, man?
House of the Dead series. Always got to check the barrels for the good stuff. So I'm noticing that I'm pointing the controller down when I shouldn't be, and that's just because of natural affinity to do so. So, there we go. Sorry, I went quiet there for a minute. I was just thinking about the pointing of the screen and how kind of best to use it, how not to get into the mindset. Because your arm does get, or I should say, your hand kind of gets cramped, because everything in your head tells you keep the controller up, but you instinctively want to point it down just for comfort. So you kind of got to position the controller back in the middle, then tap L1 to then reset the cursor. So not doing too bad. We haven't really died yet. We've been shot a couple of times, but not died. And then comes the problem with these type of games, is that it then becomes quite repetitive unless it's adding anything brand new to the genre, or a story, or some kind of visual aesthetics or gimmick. And it's this game's fine technically. Well, it's fine. That's the problem with it. I think it's nothing special. Like I said, I would definitely give it a go if they kind of fixed a couple of the issues that I had. I really like the comic style to it.
Bigger fish to fry right now.
If you actually do get a chance to listen to it, I think it's quite funny. So yeah, if they kind of fix those things, definitely worth it. Definitely worth a go. So let's see how far we can get in this demo, because I think this is the furthest I got to in this actually. So I've definitely gotten better at it, which is good. But it does seem we've been in this area for quite a while. So we're going to change back to the shotgun. Just because. Oh, whoops. Now we had to wipe the screen just there.
That's the ticket.
So.
Damn it.
Not quite sure what it's asking me to do. So I'm swiping up, I'm swiping down. Interesting. Maybe shooting it. Shooting it definitely does not do anything. Let's try swiping down again. Let's try pressing the button. Something's definitely shining. Okay, so that wasn't entirely clear.
Oh, keep it down, alright?
Now, we saw the option there that we could have do that.
Can't be down here. Strictly VIP.
Tony was his father's biggest shame. Dim-witted, loud-mouthed, and hot-headed. He burned every bridge he crossed and a few for his family. But next to the Sick brothers, Tony was an angel from above.
So there is some story there, I guess.
Lifeguard schools, but if you want it out, I can get yous out.
And that's it. So I think I've kind of said all I've had to say about this game, to be honest. It's very interesting. The art style's very cool, like kind of the cel shading kind of overtone on top of the graphics and stuff. It's not bad, it's not brilliant, it could do with some work, but apart from that, interesting. Definitely worth a download if you've got a PS4. Give the demo a go. So that's been Blue Estate. Thanks for watching and keep it +1.